What's up, Live Brite Nation? So we are at the Las Vegas Motor Speedway because Optima invited us to come race our Supra today.
So they had like a Willy Wonka, the golden ticket. They wanted a Supra out here because these are all race cars.
All race cars.
They're all race cars.
All professional racers and race cars.
And so they offered this golden ticket and said, hey, we want a Supra out here. And then probably even better, a girl driving a Supra. And here we are at 6 a.m.
So 6 a.m. we're out here at the Las Vegas Motor Speedway. It's already getting hot, not surprisingly, but we're not ready. We still have to go through tech. But before we can go through tech, we have to install a harness bar, which Cusco was so kind at SEMA to let us borrow.
Steal the one right off the rack.
Literally, we stole the one directly off their rack. We have to install it real quick, and we're gonna take a quick moment to show you just how easy it is because it's literally bolt on.
So first things first, we just gotta pull a couple panels and they literally just pop off. So you're gonna start with this one here, and they're just clips. You just kind of give it a little pip, pop, pop, and pop.
Oh, let me move these forward. That carbon fiber, though. All right.
Yeah, it's pretty sexy. Try not to break any clips. Let me show you what these look like. Oh, there it is. All right, so show them those clips there so you can see what they have to pull on. This very last one is a gator clip. The one at the very top up here.
Last one right here.
That one's a gator clip. You can pop this little guy out right here. You just literally kind of slide him out. So this is your seatbelt one. This one also has just two clips and the little gator clip, and that's it. That's literally it. And then
so your bolt is literally right there, and you look right there in that corner. That's where that second bolt for the Cusco bar will actually attach. So you got to get those two off. One of them obviously is a Torx. The other one is a Torx socket because BMW.
Because BMW. It's a T47 Torx, and that's it.
That's all she wrote.
So,
as you can see, we've already got the driver's side, one removed right here. Kevin's gonna take the single bolt out for the passenger side, and then we should be able to take this bad boy completely out of the vehicle.
That's it.
Just like that.
Boom. Hand it to your pretty assistant.
Hand it to your beautiful assistant, aka the race car driver.
Ah.
And yeah, there you go. Put the other one in.
So we're completely unprepared for all this. We're borrowing tools from some guy at a race trailer over here.
I'm not gonna say some guy. I'm gonna actually give him credit. It's Detroit Racing. They've got this whole rowdy trailer here, and they've been ever so kind enough to let us raid their toolbox.
Yeah. So this bolt in here is gonna be a 3/8 12. You need a 12 point.
At least that's what we're using. Boom.
There she is.
Look at that. Look at that.
I'm just gonna reach on over here. You should be doing this. Why am I doing this?
You picked up the tools and just started going at it.
It's your car and you're the one racing.
Yeah, but doesn't that mean you're the mechanic? You're my pit crew, right? I probably would fit behind those seats a lot easier than you currently are.
Yeah, I'm kind of like a fat kid in
a little car.
A little car.
Fat guy in a little car.
Okay, so one very important thing here.
Don't drop the bolt. No, I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Was that what you were gonna say? Don't drop it into the abyss.
So
you'll never get it out.
There it is.
Got it?
Okay, so don't drop those, because then you're pulling a lot more panels and you're spending a lot more time working on this. This is really what, a 20-minute install?
Yeah, this is super duper easy.
Okay. Remember what I said? Don't drop that dun dun dun. That's it.
That's it. Just gotta tighten the bolts down and then put the harnesses in.
That's it.
Is that it?
That's
all she wrote.
That is it. What?
What's happening? What are you doing? It's upside down and backwards. There you go. There you go. Look at that.
Cool.
Dude.
Sweet.
Racing
catch me howling at the moon.
And then bippity boppity boo, PRP seat harnesses, because PRP came in hella clutch and let us grab a seat harness off of their rack over at SEMA. Now we will be replacing these with status seat harnesses shortly after this, honestly, but obviously I needed something because I can't race and I don't have any seat belts. But now that we've got the harness in, we got the harness bar in, we've got everything we need. We should be good to go to tech, get inspected, make sure we fit everything, and then we can go race on the autocross track.
So what's going to happen is when it's your turn to run on the QA1 autocross, if it is your group, they're going to pull you from your grid spot. We have grid workers that will tell you it is your turn to run. You're going to pull up to the start. You're going to run the course, and it's a long, fast autocross course. How many people got a chance to walk it? How many people did not walk the course this morning? I'm sorry for all of you. You're going to get 3 runs in the morning and 3 runs in the afternoon.
Okay. Gotta go over there.
Wait, are you ready to go? You ready to race?
I'm ready to race. They've given me permission. I am stickered. Let's go over there.
Take off your rings so you don't scratch up the steering wheel.
Copy that, I'll make an announcement.
Take off.
It's so much lighter. Oh, yeah, it's weird. All right.
Did you go pee? Did you go poo? All right. Brittany's in run group 1, which is against Corvettes and Vipers and
Other really much faster things.
other crazy fast cars.
You said Vipers too?
Yeah, there's a Viper over there.
All right.
Safe. All right, Jelly. Let's follow your mama.
Oh, I've been running from the law. Hope they won't shoot me down soon. They've been gone a sleepless night. Try to catch me howling at the moon.
You gonna beat your 72-second
My
score?
freaking terrible, awful first score? Yes. I think, so honestly what I think I was doing is because I'm so used to drifting and I was in the mind focus of don't drift, like don't kick out, that I was holding back too much because I didn't want to push it so hard that it like, you know, the rear end kicked out. So I think I was, anyways, I need to push it a lot harder, like way harder. That's the goal. Take my rings off because Kevin says if I scratch the steering wheel, he'll be very unhappy. I never take my Aggie ring off, by the way, like ever, ever, ever. Oh God, that's the weirdest feeling. My hand's like instantly 5 pounds lighter.
Okay, get in, let's go.
After 10 days of trail to SEMA and then a full week of SEMA, I'm really tired. I can't handle this adrenaline dump. I feel like I could definitely go to sleep right now.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna go rock it. I got 3 laps. I got 3 tries. All right.
There she goes. There she goes. Good job,
Woo!
Britt. Yeah, she knocked almost 10 seconds off her time. Hell yeah. How'd that one feel? But what was your time?
63 something.
Look at that, babe. Look at that. 63.714.
And I'll beat it on
From
one
a
more
71.
time. Honestly,
That's awesome.
honestly think earlier I was shutting down too early. I don't know what the cones mean. I've never autocrossed before.
Good job.
It's got to get used to the car and autocrossing and
But
not
how did
drifting.
it feel though? When you're,
It felt better in that back corner when I started drifting. That was like comfort zone. I was like, oh, I almost fed it more throttle, but then they yelled at someone earlier for doing
Yeah, but the track, you even looked smoother on the track too. That was really good. All right, it's the last run of the day. That's it. Okay, that was our final run.
Did you see me almost go off track?
Where?
Dude, I locked up all four on that back straight.
No, I go, as soon as I see your ass over there, I go running for the other.
No, dude, I locked up all four tires. Like, I came this close from going off track.
So you didn't go off track?
I didn't go off track. I nailed every corner, stayed on track.
You know what I was just told?
What?
So everybody here is the best of the best for the season. This is all the top qualifiers for the whole
Oh, that's
season.
why they're making me feel like I'm terrible at this. Or at least they're definitely making me feel like a first timer, which I mean, I am. But no, dude, I nearly killed myself.
What,
Not
did
quite
you
that
get
bad.
on it too hard?
Oh, dude, I was like full. The moment I came out of that, I was full throttle.
So you were a second slower than last lap, but last lap you went off track.
Last lap, I didn't go off track. Last lap, I got confused on the very first chicane cone. I went on the wrong side of it because
That's off track.
I'm not. Yeah, well, I'm just saying I didn't go flying into the dirt.
Right.
Off track.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the last one technically didn't count. It was a 63.7. This time I got a 64.3, so it was only 0.6 seconds slower, but I didn't go off track and I didn't die. If I hadn't locked up all those brakes, I probably would have either matched or bettered the time from before. Dude, if you gave me another couple laps, I think I just would start, like, every lap I'm getting better and better.
Take your helmet off. Let's go. Good job.
Woo.
Good job.
So ultimately, I would say I didn't do half freaking bad for never having autocrossed ever, and the fact that this is one of the first and only times I've really ever gotten to drive our Supra.
Yeah, no, and you shaved like 9 seconds off your time.
Over the course of, I only had 4 laps throughout the whole day, which is probably why I've never autocrossed before. It's not bad. I'm used to drifting where we can knock out
50,
like 30,
60
50,
laps.
60 laps in a day. So it was still a ton of fun. It was awesome to see what this thing was capable of. I didn't kill myself, thank goodness. I didn't take it off the track, although I came really close that one time because I locked up all the tires. But it was a ton of fun. I have to give a huge, massive shout out, of course, to Optima batteries and of course to Power Stop brakes for the invitation to begin with.
That was super cool.
Yeah, and then of course I have to give an even bigger shout out to Cusco and to PRP for saving the day, because without those two, we wouldn't have been able to show and race or do anything even to begin with. So that was freaking amazing
And
on their
AMS
part.
Performance getting the tune back on the car.
And of course AMS Performance and
our
friends from France and
yeah, hey guys, if you're
Belgium,
watching this.
maybe? Anyways, that was everyone involved who helped us make it to the track. Thank you so much. It was freaking awesome. But now it's over. And we are technically right now no longer in Las Vegas. We are somewhere else, and we are about to start a massive journey from Los Angeles
To New York.
where we have super secret awesome things happening that you'll have to wait until later to find out about.
Turn your
Who's a
phone
pro-
off during filming.
Oh, by the way, new phone. Who dis? Look at that. Everybody's saying we should upgrade our camera equipment. Look what
There you go. We
to.
upgraded it. Anyways, we have huge things in store in New York. Along the way, we have even more things in store. If you haven't checked our Facebook yet or the Instagram page, you probably should, because we've announced where we're going and where we'll be stopping along the way.
But in the last couple of weeks before we started this leg of our journey, we actually had some time off. So we went scuba diving. We got scuba certified open water. Brittany got certified in what? Dry suit.
I got dry suit certified.
And we got certified in nitrox.
Enriched air.
Yeah, so we're able to go scuba diving all over the world now.
Which, speaking of scuba diving all over the world, heads up, Hawaii, Alaska, Australia, New Zealand.
I'm not going scuba diving in Alaska.
We'll see you in 2020. And I also got to play VR, which I've never done in my entire life. But the Supra is getting shipped all the way back to Chicago to AMS Performance because we have a ton of more stuff in store for it. Guys, we love you. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Remember, you can find all of your Lite Brite Nation merch at litebritstudios.com. All of your Lite Brite Nation decals at pixeldecals.com. Quit. It sounds like you're a cow smacking your lips. We love you, and we will see you next
And
time.
don't forget about E3 Off-Road.
Mwah.
Because something big's happening real soon.
Try to catch me howling at the moon.
So I know we're not documenting this all that well because we're just kind of on vacation doing our own thing.
I'm
But
enjoying myself,
yeah,
and I'm not working.
but Brittany's borrowing a dry suit. No water yet?
I can't feel the water.
Can't feel the temperature,
I
right?
can't feel the temperature of the water. Oh, it's like getting in the water with the trash bag on. It goes up on your skin. That's weird.
There's that hissing noise all the... Now if you touch the water, you can feel how cold it is.
Nope. I'm just gonna...
Britt.
I feel like a marshmallow.
Put your hands in the water. We gotta know if it leaks.
I really want to do it. All right.
It's cold.
Whew. Whew.
It gives you a new appreciation for that suit now, huh?
Yes.
It'd be so. Brett.
Yeah, that didn't click until this
First
was
two
it.
dives. First two dives ever.
I didn't die.
What do you think?
That was super rad.
So, Hawaii scuba diving, Australia scuba diving, New Zealand scuba diving. Is this like a new thing where we're gonna scuba dive everywhere
All
we go?
around the world.
Should we turn this into a bang boat? Instead of bang bus?
It's a bang boat.
Bang boat.
Bang boat.
Is Bang Bus a thing?
You've never heard of bang bus?
No.
Bang bros.
Oh man, bang bros, bang bus.
I'm not a perverted dude. Oh. Oh, cool. I got. Oh, my. Jesus.
What's funny is she looks like a crackhead on the street. Like if you don't know what's happening.